Hi, this is Angelique from Ageless Gen. And one of the people I knew that I was going to interview for Ageless Gen was always this gentleman here. He just changed his name for personal reasons, so I don't even know what to call you anymore.
Just call me Theo.
Theo. Okay. I actually knew him by another name, but now he's Theo. And Theo is one of these young chaps that is his age doesn't actually mean anything, because if you start to think about his wisdom, he is much older than we would think, and he's running coaching programs as well. And I'm so excited to know a little bit more about you. So, how old are you, if you may ask?
23 now.
23. And when did you know that you wanted to be a coach?
I've always had the passion. I've always had that sense, that sensibilization. That's not a word, but I've always had that sense within me that I want to help, I want to serve, I want to contribute to people's lives, that I want to make people's day, and I want to show people the gift, that the potential they have. So it's something that I've always been doing, but it's only when I started coming across few individual people, they were like, that's coaching. I was like, oh, that's coaching. But even till now, I don't really, even though I do coaching, it's more than that. It's like, I love getting more intimate. I just see it as conversation. I just see it as you're inspiring me, I'm inspiring you, and we're bringing out the best in each other. We're bringing out the divinity from one another. We're bringing out the God from one another. So it's a beautiful and magical journey. So
But what is the exact age when you knew you were going to be a coach? Were you 15? Were you 20? Were you
it
12?
was 2 years ago. It was 2 years
ago.
ago. So it was around 2016 when I came across my first coach that was coaching me, and she did such a phenomenal job on me. So it kind of inspired me to take that route.
Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit, what is the benefit of working with a really young coach? Like, there's like, you could double your age and you would still be younger than me, right? So, because I started this movement called Ageless Gen, because I really believe that age doesn't matter. It's really about life experience, and also almost more about the soul of the person you work with. So you could be working with somebody who is in the body, let's say of a 23-year-old, but his soul is much older. And he chose this, let's say, reincarnation to reincarnate in this body, in this ethnicity, but there's much more behind that. So, but what do you think is the benefit of working with somebody who's in this life is 23 than, let's say, somebody who is double your age, let's say my age? So what do you have to say to that? And I apologize if this is a challenging question, because because this is all about Ageless Gen, meaning age doesn't matter.
So I can only talk from me, but what I've realized from my experience is I just have this potential to really connect with anyone and everyone without being stuck into one story. I feel as you grow older, you start to develop a stronger model of the world. You start to develop an idea of,
Who
okay,
you are.
this is who I am.
This is my
who you
experience.
should
This
be.
is what I keep seeing.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I've come
Yeah.
across a lot of coaches, and this is exactly what drives me to do what I do. I'm so open-minded and so open-hearted. I've come across so many coaches that come with that attitude. This is how you should do it. This is the system. This is the way. But I believe there is multiple ways to success. There's a multiple ways of connecting with yourself, and there's a multiple way of being the best version of yourself. So the pro, I would say, is the exciting thing about working with young, dynamic coaches and speakers and whoever you want to work with that's young, is that they are just so open-minded. They're not trying to control you. They're not, it's like this is a system. They are actually keen, just as you are, to find solutions to help you develop your life, to be the best version of yourself. And this is what I've come to realize about young people. They are so amazing to work with, because it's like you're going to be mind blown. You literally are, because they're so fresh. They don't have a model of the world. They're still learning, they're still growing, but more importantly than that, they're channeling. And that's the
Yeah.
exciting thing. It's like there's no blockage. There's no blockage in their chakra. There's no blockage in their energy. So it's just pure channel. Whatever is coming out of love, and it's coming out because you need to hear it, not because you want to hear it.
I would like to say though that you do channel, because I've listened to him. I don't know whether we could generalize it to all coaches, because I'm not interviewing all coaches. I interview the ones that I believe in and that I feel that are very special. So I just wanted to add that. And basically, I wanted to say you told me about your 21-day
Yeah.
Miracle Morning Challenge. Can you explain to us who is it for and what can they expect and how can they find you?
Morning Miracle, I don't know if you guys have read the book, but Morning Miracle has transformed my life. Before I can share why I'm doing this and why you should be doing this with me, I'm going to have to share a snippet of my story. So 4 months ago, I was homeless and I was at the most awful, I wouldn't say awful, I wouldn't label it as awful, but the most challenging moment and period in my life, where it was all about identifying who I am and identifying what life really meant for me. And as a result, I winded up on the street a lot and I had to ask a lot of people if I could stay over their places. And that was where there was these two kind of wolves. I always like this, the story of the wolf. Which wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding that dark one or that light one? So
Yeah.
I really experienced a lot of period in my life where I was actually feeding the dark wolves, and I was losing a sense of my passion. I was losing a sense of energy. I was losing a lot. And then my friend gave me a book called The Morning Miracle. So I was staying over her place and she let me stay there for like a few weeks, which is really incredible of her. And she gave me this book to read. And in this book, there were all these successful entrepreneurs and pioneers and visionaries sharing what they do for their morning. And I was like, this is fascinating. You own your morning, you own your life. Literally, that's what I got from it. And it really inspired me. What I've realized is that there's a lot of incredible people that their productivity can go to a whole new stage and a whole new level if they just begun to own their morning, if they started to take the power of their morning serious.
Yeah.
One thing that I love doing is power hour. You wake up in the morning, do a bit of meditation, do a bit of reading, educate yourself, invest in yourself, because your success can only go as far as you go. So in terms of this Morning Miracle challenge, I started 3 months ago. So straight after I was able to restabilize my life, I thought this is the way I can give back to my friend and I could give back to people around me. Whereas we wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and we get into a deep meditation and visualization, not the type that you've heard, but some real deep sense of meditation and visualization.
Yeah.
A lot of people always ask me, Theo, what's the difference between your visualization and affirmation and other people? I don't bullshit. That's what. I'm not like, I'm rich, when you know clearly that your bank account is telling you something entirely different thing. For me, this Morning Miracle Challenge is accepting and acknowledging exactly and precisely where you are, but knowing that you have the solution, that you have the talent, you have the gift, you have the potential to transform your life. See things as they are so you can make it better than they are. Otherwise, you'll always be functioning from a sense of like a very deluded place. So this is the visualization and affirmations that I do with people, and it works like magic because it's worked for me many times when I was homeless. And besides that, we also invest in ourselves because our input creates our output of life.
Yes.
How much you take in is precisely how much more you can give. I've made this error many times, and I know for those that are givers, I love every single one of you that are givers, but you need to start giving yourself, because it's very easy for us to take care of others and to really think about others and focus on others, and then we lose a sense of taking care of ourselves. And then we find ourselves in a position where we're exhausted. We don't have any more to give, but people are still expecting more. What you tolerate is what you get in life. So what I also teach in this 21-day Morning Miracle Challenge is how to actually protect your energy, how to educate yourself more, how to inspire yourself more, how to connect with yourself more so that you serve from an overflow. You don't serve from a place where you're running your cup low. You're serving from an overflow. No matter how much you give, you still have so much more for yourself.
Yes.
That's what it's about. And besides that, so we read, we meditate, we visualize. And the special thing about this community is 21 day, 21 content coming directly from me. I'm just as engaged in this community. It's no like, I haven't created a pre-recorded videos where I then deliver it to you guys and then you watch it and you do the task. I'm there with you every step of the way. But you have to take personal responsibility. If you're not seeing the result, it's not because I've let you down, it's because you've let yourselves down. And this is the most important thing. When you can begin to take personal responsibility in this community, you'll enjoy it. It'll be so fun. It'll be so dynamic, contribution, and we're all going to celebrate in the end because life will transform. And there's no better time to do it than right now, because new year is going to come. New month is going to come. You're going to set a goal. You're going to set a new year resolution, and you're going to fail 3 months from now.
So can you tell us how can people find you? What is your social media?
My social media, so it's Theodore Trevell, Theodore, then Trevell. I hope you can spell that. If not, Treveil. Drop me a message, because I don't just let anyone into this community. I have to feel your energy. I have to feel your vibe. I have to feel how committed and serious you are. And only then, if I really feel connected with you, if I really feel gravitated to you, if I really see something in you, then we can have fun and we can enjoy this.
What's your Instagram? Because people can also find you there.
Active lifestyle living.
Active Lifestyle Living.
Yes,
And
you'll
he's a
see it.
friend of mine, so you can find him via Angelique Zhang. And thank you so much for
You're
this
welcome, thank you.
for this little interview. And hopefully we'll hear more about him and contact Theodore if you feel you should be working with him. Okay, bye bye.